When I opened Instagram and saw my entire family smiling in front of a rented lake house, holding banners that read "Family Forever," I didn't feel left out, I felt erased. Not one call. Not one text. Just laughter, cake, and champagne. Without me. That was the moment I knew they didn't deserve the house I bought. So I sold it. Every brick of it. I had just finished a long shift overseas when I finally got a chance to check my phone, scrolling through social media to escape the weight of my day. That's when I saw it, a perfectly filtered photo of my entire family, gathered together in front of a lake house I didn't recognize. They were all there: mom, my younger brother, cousins, even distant relatives I hadn't seen in years, laughing, smiling, holding drinks under a banner that read "Family Forever." My thumb froze. I stared at the screen, blinking hard as if maybe I'd somehow missed a call, a message, anything that would have told me this reunion was happening. But no. My inbox was empty. My notifications held nothing but work emails and spam. Not one person in that photo had told me. Not even my own mother. I kept scrolling, hoping to find a mention, a tag, even a half-hearted caption saying they missed me. Instead, I found dozens of comments praising how beautiful the event looked and how great it was to see everyone together again. Everyone, except me. That word hit like a punch to the chest. I had spent the last 5 years working myself to exhaustion in another country, sending money home, making sure the house I bought for my mom and brother stayed maintained. I'd paid off the mortgage early. I funded the renovations. I even sent gifts on every birthday, every holiday I couldn't attend. And yet, here they were, celebrating family like I didn't exist. The betrayal didn't come from just missing a party, it came from realizing I was no longer considered part of the very people I sacrificed everything for. My brother's wide grin in the photo stung the most. He used to call me every week, used to ask for advice, for help with bills. Lately, those calls had stopped. I thought he was busy. Turns out, he just didn't need me anymore. I sat with that feeling all night, staring at the ceiling in my tiny apartment, listening to the hum of the AC and the silence of realization. That house back home, my house, was more than a structure. It was built on the idea that family came first. That I was giving them something they couldn't give themselves: stability, safety, a home. And now it felt like a monument to my own invisibility. That morning, I opened my laptop and pulled up the deed. My name. Sole owner. No joint title. No legal complications. I picked up my phone and called a realtor I knew from years back. "I'm ready to sell," I told her, my voice even. She asked if I was sure. "Absolutely," I replied. Not out of anger, but out of clarity. Something inside me had shifted. They had the chance to include me, to make me feel seen, and they chose silence. Now, I would do the same, with a signature. The kind that moves people out and locks the door behind them. The house sold faster than I expected. Just 9 days after listing, a buyer offered $2.1 million in cash. I didn't feel triumph. I didn't feel guilt either. I felt clean. Like I'd finally scrubbed off years of trying to prove my worth to people who never truly saw me. The paperwork was smooth. Everything was in my name, every signature mine. When it was done, I didn't bother calling my mom or brother. I knew the news would find them, through the mail. And it did. 3 days after the closing, my brother called me in a panic. "What the hell did you do?" he shouted. No greeting, no apology, just outrage. "You sold the house? You didn't even warn us." I let him speak, his words hot and accusing, as if I'd stolen something from them. Then I said calmly, "It was never your house to begin with." He stammered something about family and a shared home, but I cut him off. "You all threw a party with a Family Forever banner and forgot to invite the person who gave you that roof over your heads. So don't lecture me about family." He hung up. The next morning, I woke up to dozens of missed calls. Mom, aunts, cousins, everyone suddenly remembered my number. I ignored them until my phone rang again. It was Mom. I picked up, not out of softness, but out of curiosity. Her voice trembled, thick with emotion. You blindsided us. You sold the house without telling me. I stayed silent for a beat before answering. You planned an entire family reunion and didn't tell me. She started to cry, saying it wasn't intentional, that it just happened, that she didn't think I'd be able to come. So you didn't even bother to ask? I said, my voice steady. You didn't think I'd come because you didn't want me there. She tried to deny it, but we both knew the truth. It was easier for them when I wasn't around. Easier to enjoy the benefits without dealing with the inconvenient reality that I was the one making it all possible. They didn't love me, they loved what I gave them. The house, the money, the safety net. But the moment I needed connection, recognition, even the smallest inclusion, they fell silent. That silence cost them everything. I moved into a new place a week later, a smaller home, nothing flashy, just mine. No memories of betrayal, no echoes of voices that only called when they needed something. I started fresh, not out of spite, but for peace. I deleted the family group chat. I muted their calls. I didn't block anyone, I just stopped reaching. I had spent years building a life for people who didn't see me as part of it. Now, I was building a life just for me. And for the first time, it felt like home.